fields, crops to harvest, seeds to sow. Fashaan Farming Show.
Does that work? I need confirmation in chat. Yay. What the fuck? That was the weirdest bug of the century. Did it take away sort of the we're back from vacation kind of thing? Nice. Thanks, people. That was super weird. I don't know what that happens. Why that happened. Jalasop, grazie mille. Muscolo Saindo, Tronder Mafia, Renate, Cinci. Oh my lord. So ironically, the intro.
The Mafian resubbed for 18 months. Hello.
Thanks.
Din konfirmasjon.
Din konfirmasjon. Tack för det. Ironically, the intro was actually me without music going, oh my god, it's been summer and I'm so fucking urutinerad. I don't have music playing in the background. And then I didn't have any sound at all. The irony. Whatever, fuckers. Whatever. Ay. The subs keep rolling in. It's good to be back, people.
For 14 months.
Maybe
Welcome
do we?
Back.
I don't know.
TTS check,
Hope you had a nice
TTS
vacation.
check.
Oh,
Grease
even the
emoji.
TTS? Holy shit. Wow. Subs,
Grazie mille
TTS,
_tor.
folks, community, vibes. Boom. Oh my god. Fucking hype train coming in.
Steen is resubbed for 18 months.
18 months,
Thank
huh?
God summer is over.
That's 1 month for every hole of the course. Do I need to turn it off? I kind of like it, you know. It's been a while, so we'll just let it work. Let it work.
Odia resubbed for 17 months. Nessen
my
mind
God.
big.
So, what have you guys been doing? We need some info. We need some tea. We need to know what you guys have been up to, and I will happily share what I've been up to. Not that much, really. Had a couple of gigs, not many. It's been a chill summer. We've been working on other stuff, but then Tietesen har fått lite acoustic. Is it some sort of echo situation going on? That's weird. I was
Someone
just saying.
resubbed for 15 months. Hype.
Look at us going level 3. I was just saying that Borrelia, is that something that you just had? It feels like whenever people say they have Borrelia, it's been like 2 years and they've been in a dark room and then they had MA and then they almost died and then they... I don't know, man. Yeah, there's a button here now all of a sudden that I can press. That I shouldn't press. The secret button of muting everything and leaving you in the darkness. And we're back. Okay. Whatever. How was Odda? It was amazing awesome. Grazie mille per la subscrizione. Snooze and Deuce was awesome.
_MC resubbed for 13 months.
13 months. It was actually good fun. We haven't been playing much lately, and it's a very cool venue, and rumors had it. It's been kind of chaotic in previous years, but I felt like it was good. Bottom burp Unipeg var jag där. Tänkte skulle köra Ylvis. Sovna. Then I go. You had it for a few weeks. Got pumped full of antibiotics. Antibiotics. Oh yeah, good for you. Okay. So today we're back to some good old farming. I haven't been here since, and but I think the server probably broke just a couple of days after we stopped streaming, like it always does. So I think we were probably in March when we left off. I have obviously been harvesting. Is this straw swath? This is probably just straw, right? So I need to bale that. I don't remember folk shit, but let's just bale this. Or no, let's not bale it. We are picking it up and throwing it on the straw loft. Straw loft, straw loft. Cows need food, I think. Felt like we gave them a wee little bit of food. Yeah. Vad var det som skjedde med lyden i Kristiansand? Var det fløyta? Det var ikke fløyta. Det var fuckings strømmen på hele driten som gikk. Det var ganske, det var ganske humor, det da. Oh no, this isn't the forage wagon. Yeah. For those of you not around, we had a gig in Ramdalen, Kristiansand, and in the middle of my flute solo, one of the better ones, Kablamio. Total silence and mega shutdown. So that was major suckage, but we did acoustic dancing. It was quite something. We can use this one, can't we? Or am I now full of shit? Silage additive, we don't need that, but we for sure need this and need that, and do like this. Yeah. Strav. Kill. You can sell the straw in December to get more money for it. Yes, you can. Which is good, which is why we put it in the lager. I don't know, it feels a bit nerdy and geeky to be, but it's probably a good thing. It's like, how much do you get? How much is this? We're at 30%, so that's 14,000 liters, which takes us to about like 45,000 liters. Oh shit. On a full trailer. And then if we do, how many passes you think? So say we get like 50,000, say we get like do we get 100,000 liters? Really? Maybe we do. And if you get like 50% mer for it, okay, sure, that's kind of cool, but how much do they pay? Curious now on the financials. Prices. Straw. Yeah, you see, it's about like per 1,000 liters, it's like 78 euros. So if you get like 50% more, that would be, so say we're around 100, right? And we do about 100, and we do times 100 a liter, 100. Yeah. It's not a lot. Feels better to. What do we even need it for ourselves? Just the TMR, which we're not doing because it's cumbersome and boring. So I guess selling it's the best option. It's a little bit attåt næring. So, but it was nice to see some of you guys. Chinchi came all the way over to Christian Sand. That's a major dedication, like always. Love to see it. And brought presents. And yeah, hope you had a good time in Norway after the gig as well. Straw. Come on. A bit forward like that. What do you mean? Is it full? The hayloft, straw loft is full of straw? Of course. Ah. What does that mean? That means... I guess we could just like leave it in a pile next to it, but that feels kind of stupid. Can you... Yeah, because there's no like pipe or anything. I don't know. Let me see real quick. Can we access and see how much is in here? Straw 64,000 liters. Hay 185,000 liters. Why is it full? This is just seeds, right? That's weird. That is weird. Did you mail the giveaway stuff? Yeah, for those. Yep. And they received it and they're very, very happy. It's not... They are very appreciative and appreciate it a lot. So that's it's not on a shelf next to the kitchen here, which is good. That would have been very disrespectful of people winning things. How some people actually treat their fan base like that. Outrageous. Outrageous. So that's good news. Great news, actually. Let's focus on the smoke here, guys. A lot of smoke. That's pretty cool. Now here's a story about a guy. And inside and outside. Blue is the color of the color of the color. I really don't understand why the hayloft is full when it's not. Did I press anything? Is that why? Don't get it. Don't get it. Okay, whatever. Oi, oi, oi. Let's do that instead. Way more fun. Way more fun. Way more fun. Next Fellowship unboxing. Next stream. And when is that? We're doing Thursday, right? So we're doing Tuesday. Olivia, I can guarantee you it will be shipped tomorrow for the second time. Do we have the rice machine, or did we always lease it? I feel like we parked it over there and it was blocking the road and all sorts of stuff, but maybe that's not true at all. Let's double check the vehicles. I think we leased it. Orange, was it? There was a white one and an orange one. Yeah, definitely lease. So let's do that again. Rice. Rice. Rice planters, rice harvesters. It's only the Izeki model. We will lease it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Japan. I love that it says Japan. And this one is... There you go. Izeki HJ 6130. Booka. Ah, it's so cool, this one. Soですね。遺跡がとても好きですよ。とても好きですよ。Hello, Sky Chris. How you doing? Welcome to the show. It's been awesome. Yeah, cute's the word, because it looks from a distance you'd think it was a big piece of machinery, but you know, the Japanese, they're king of subtle tech. Solid idiot machine. Absolut. Idioti. Paka paka paka. So I was gonna tell you about my vacay to Greece. For different reasons, I ended up going to Greece with two of my kids, two of my favorites, and I've always hated Greece. Not hated, different reasons. First of all, the beaches with sort of the pebbles instead of sand. Always hated that. And then the whole Mamma Mia thing, where every midlife woman goes crazy and wants to dance and sing Mamma Mia, which I think is a horrible movie. And that whole package, horrible. But you know, I know some Greek people, they're nice, and so we went to Greece. Skiatos. And it turned out to be a really nice place. First of all, it was the sandiest, beautifulest beaches. And I love the beaches, and I love the beaches. And then it was perfect temperature. The water was awesome. It was super nice. Also, one of the reasons why I've sort of hated Greece, not hated Greece, but not been so keen It's the first time I went there. It was actually with the Sondre Lerche. We were doing a gig together, and we were hired to play at some corporate event. And we were gonna stay there for a week first, just hang out. I brought my family, he brought his then wife, and we had a good time. We're hanging out, we're by the beach-ish. That was like the Pebble beach kind of thing, and not the good Pebble beach. So we were hanging out, we were having a good time, and it was sunny and it was nice, and we were working on our gig. It was just me and him, not my brother, just me and Sandra. And on the last day we were going to perform, it was a disastrous sort of a little moment there. But there was lots, it wasn't necessarily our fault. We'd worked with the event team before a gazillion times, so they had seen sort of our act before and it worked. So it wasn't necessarily about that, but it was the whole thing. Like, people were sick of entertainment. They had so much entertainment going on, and they were all just like, and then we were performing. There was a pool between us and the audience, and we were just like stuffed up against the wall. We were doing our little thing. People were just like super tired, had been out all day, and it was technical. It was like, it was just a shit show. And we did our 20 minutes and we went off stage. And I remember the guy, the producer, came over laughing and said, "Yeah, that fucking sucked." And we all laughed. So it wasn't the best of. But then it just feels shitty when you're hired to perform and to you know, entertain people, and you feel like you suck, even though there were reasons for it. It feels like, it feels way worse when you've been there for a week and you've been, you know, you've been on a paid vacation basically, and then it's your time to shine and it doesn't work out. So it's probably the worst thing I've ever done on the stage. And my brain turned that into fuck Greece. It was Greece's fault. They wanted Mamma Mia, and we didn't bring Mamma Mia. We definitely didn't. But this is a very long time ago. And at the time, I remember I opened by doing my Sonderlarke bit when I was like and at the time, it felt like, and don't ever tell him, but it felt like 20% of the audience knew who he was, and maybe, yeah. So that whole shtick didn't really work. Hi, la 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 la. Nice to see you in the chat, Rumi. Yeah, felt like Papa Pia. I heard you're really good at golf. Okay, I'm gonna pin that. Any thoughts on getting more drunk and still waking up at 7 a.m. tomorrow? I'm trying to connect the dots here. Are you getting up to play golf? Is that what you're saying? Or are you really that drunk already? I heard you are really good at golf. How about getting more drunk and still waking up tomorrow at 7? That doesn't really compute. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. What's wrong with Mamma Mia? What about stage version? I've seen stage version. It was horrible. I hate it. I hate the whole idea of taking songs and trying to turn it sort of backing into a story. I hate when people do that. But initially I really loved ABBA music. I remember when I was a kid when ABBA Gold was released. Sort of fond memories. But have you ever like considered the lyrics of ABBA songs? What are they even singing about? It's just like... Is it true that Hovland pays you for golf lessons at 1 p.m. Every other Thursday? It's not. It's not a regular thing. But yeah, I'm trying to teach him some tricks. He's trying to become a 14 handicapper. Says the man that wrote the fox. I would argue that the question of what sound the fox makes is more interesting than all questions ever asked in an ABBA song. Quote of the day. Even the seal part of language of love. Mo. Hey, so this is a new feature. I think I can say, Twitch, clip that. And it does. Is it really true? Can you say that? And then Twitch automatically now recognizes your voice and clips stuff? I think so. Hey Twitch, can you clip that? So, that was just awesome. ABBA is amazing, not due to the autistic reading of the lyrics, but the tone and feeling behind those songs. Let's agree to disagree. This machinery is a Raisu harvester, and it's from Nippon. Skip, 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 skop. Beam, beam, beam. It's annoying it doesn't harvest the withered ones. But, oh no. Okie doke. My TikTok is all UK farmers not being able to grow anything because the grown is dust and sand. Yeah. We have different feeds. Weird. I don't have any farming in my feed. And do we know anything about when the next update comes along? That'll be interesting. I expect the AIs to be a bit more helpful. So the UK farmers are struggling, eh? Is all drought and dust and shite. Well, good for them. Not for the farmers, obviously, but it feels like Brits need some drought, right? Isn't it constantly raining over there? Isn't basically like Bergen? Yeah, there is a Brandbil pack. That's true. I saw the Brandbil pick. We should do that, shouldn't we? Should I download it right now, or maybe that's I can prep it for the Tuesday stream and then we can check out the new fire truck. Gracias, Chinchi. No, I know, right? I mean, we're doing Farming Sim 25. I guess it's a bit ambitious to hope for a 26 version. Did we ever fix the Bromwell siren? I don't think we did. Well, yes, we did. We actually did. No. It was the whole ordeal with the part. It was the gearbox. The transmission that we fixed. And because we haven't driven it for like 2 years, it's been sitting in storage. So I guess they didn't get the part. Didn't you like communicate with my brother with the part, or am I dreaming? I mean, the easy fix is just not use the siren, which is a good rule of thumb anyways, since it's illegal. But the exclusive relay that you're mentioning was absolutely amazing, and yeah, I outsourced that one to him. Yeah, the train horn was unfortunately also just broke. It wasn't built for touring, I think. It couldn't handle the heavy touring. Subada, mabada, babada, ibidi, bobada, bibidi, bibidi, sugada, bagada, bigada, bigada. Wow. Hey Sawyer Woo, what does the little shtick there say? What are the two buttons? Is it kanji? But I can see like there's some katakana on the buttons there. Oh, I don't. Can't really see it, but maybe, yeah, looks like you're walking up B. Possibly. Is it left, right? No. Maybe it's left and right. Camera. Camera desu. Japanese. To English. Dude, come on. But I want to like I want the since it's katakana, I want like the Japanese pronunciation. You see the buttons on the I can't zoom in, but on the dashboard over there, there's some katakana. I spell it like windshield wiper or some steering wheel. I love that. Rice cotto masino. Oh, we're at 100%. I'm just... Anazemasu. Okay. So where do we sell our rice then? Same as always. Same as always. Price for the rice. We're going like that. What I gotta run? I don't know. Skibidi, skibidi, skabada, skabada, bibidi, 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 babap. 183, 186, 19 from the grain barge. It's always a hassle. One in grain river silo. 1920. Maybe that's the best one. The grain river silo. Where is that now? It is 1300 meters. Should we pipe? Let's pipe it. Rice pharmacy nu. Right. So this. Pipe out. Big long pipe this. This is too tall. That's the problem with this shit. How much is it? 2,000 liters? Do you think we can fit it in the tiny... No. What to do? Can you just like pipe it into the... Is this a disaster waiting to happen? What if you pipe it just inside this thing? I think that'll... You know what I mean? Like... Oh. Is it tall enough? You know what I mean? Like, just fill this bad boy with some rice. I feel like... How can that not work? Yeah. You think we're gonna make a pile on the ground? First of all, we need to do like this. Let's try it. And we unload it here. And we see what happens. Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't know, it feels too much of a waste. Feels like that's gonna come back and haunt us sometime when we're gonna need the trailer, and then it's gonna be like, nah, it's not working, and we won't remember why. It's because it's semi-filled with 5 grains of rice. Can we do this? Ah, the krampe, big boy. Come on, wits. Yeah. When are you waking up tomorrow? I am waking up at... I'm going to be in a kickboxing fight at 9 in the morning. And so I guess I'm waking up at 8. And I have rumors that you are waking up at 7 tomorrow, and it feels like you are pretty stoked about it. I'm pretty stoked. So when are you waking up tomorrow? Because I am drinking beers and I'm waking up at 7. I fuck you not. And I think it's awesome, dude. Well, nothing gets the day going like being punched in the face and stomach by a kickboxer black belt. That wakes you up. Last week he was like, today we need to work on how you deal with fighting while being punched really hard, because we haven't really practiced that. So now we're gonna do combinations, and then I'll punch you. First I'll kick you in the stomach. You're not allowed to block it. You just have to absorb the kick and then keep defending yourself. My god. It hurts so bad, and it's like when you're training like that, you're not putting any, like he's not putting any oomph into his kicks. And it just hurts so fucking bad. And then you know that these guys are, when they're at their worst, when they're doing like cage fights, they're fucking kicking as hard as they can. Well, it's kind of the same, you know, it's not the same, but when the kick from Holman was obviously, you can only do one, and then Vegard almost lost his leg. So that was rough, but it's sort of the same because there's no adrenaline and you just have to sort of eat the kicks or the punches. It fucking hurts. And it's not like, it's the more sting, at least if you get like front kicks in your stomach, it feels like someone stabs you with a knife. It doesn't feel like someone kicks you with a flat foot. It feels like they're just like piercing into your stomach. Fucking sucks. But it wakes you up for sure. Well, mind the pretty face. It's kind of embarrassing that the injuries you get from like doing martial arts are never cool ones. They're just like always super lame ones, like twisting your toe, jamming your toe in between the mats and just like, and it's like, oh, it hurts. Or just like scratching off some skin and bleeding. It's never like breaking something. Well, there has been breakages, but I've been lucky, but it's never anything cool. And then what I always get is like, you can't see it's because it's dark, but I get like my knuckles the skin gets torn off my knuckles, and then I put on a golf glove and it just like rips it up every time I play golf. So you can't be west side and east side at the same time. You need to choose whether you're a snob or a fucking gangster. And also, like the knuckles, the skin of the knuckle, it's not because you're like punching people in the face and being awesome. It's because you're punching a lot on like bags and stuff, and then I have gloves and sort of wrapping, and it just, if you punch a lot, it just like tears the skin off. So it's nothing cool, it's just, again, Uncool injuries. Does it ever comfort you when you get demolished in the ring that at least you're better than your opponent at Farming Simulator? It does, yes. It does. At least I know what harvester I need for my rice, you piece of shit. I once, cause I'm not a fighter type of guy. I've never fought in my life. Never been in any sort of. I've never been in fights with anyone like outside the mat, and I don't. The more I pick, you know, the more I learn about martial arts, the more I know that I'm just gonna run if anything ever happens, because you never know. Someone has a knife. Doesn't matter if you have 7 black belts. They'll do the hoit and you're dead. So don't fight is the thing. But it's and I'm very conservative. Like when I do jiu-jitsu, which is like, I don't know if you know what it is, but it's basically wrestling. It's a weird type of sport. I never thought I'd be into it. It's weird. It's just men rolling around. It looks weird, and it's, yeah, I wouldn't have imagined me liking it at all, but it's very technical and it's interesting and it's good self-defense and all of that. But in jiu-jitsu, what you do is you either manipulate joints or you choke people. So when someone sort of gets you in a choke, you tap out and you say, like, you give up, and then they release the pressure, right? So that's the whole thing. Try to choke someone out, or give them an arm bar or some sort of joint lock, and just like put them in a painful position so that you can tap out. You give 2 taps and then you sort of won. And I was doing jiu-jitsu with this guy who was super nice guy, a friend of mine. But he was what they call a late tapper. I don't know if it was because he was so flexible or he just had an ego where he didn't want to tap. So I hadn't been training for long. I was fairly new to jiu-jitsu. I had his leg in a leg lock where you grab the other guy's leg and you sort of start just like twisting it. So it becomes more and more painful, and then at some point you just tap out, right? So I had his foot in a lock and I was starting to twist, and I didn't really want to do it because like I don't really want to hurt people, but I mean, it's the name of the game. So I was like twisting, and he never tapped, and I was like, come on, man. And I couldn't, I mean, I can't be the one who goes like, are you all right? So I was like, and then Jacques, I tore off his ligament like inside his knee. So I could just like feel his foot, I could just feel the ligament being torn over, like, and it was the worst feeling. It was just like in the evening, like thinking about it, it was just like I got sick from it because it was the worst feeling. And he was obviously, it was painful, but he was immediately like, it was my fault, I didn't tap, so we're good. Like, it wasn't, but he was on crutches for I don't know how long, and I felt really bad for him. But it's, I mean, that is the name of the game. But the feeling of just like tearing someone's knee, not recommend. Skibbity beep beep. It doesn't sound good when you put it like that, but it was his fault for not tapping. I mean, you feel a little bit of pain and then you say, okay, I'm out. Kawaitsu, good night. Konnichiwa. Okay, this is it, right? Let's throw it in the krampe. The body is indeed very crunchy. But I have immense respect for the guys and girls who go into the octagon and fight like crazy. And it's like they say, the pain isn't when you get hit in the face or kicked in the face or kneed in the face or whatever it's crazy shit you go through. It's when the adrenaline drops like 20 minutes after the fight. And you've been out there and accept your defeat or whatever in the ring, and then it's okay, next fight is on. You go into the wardrobe, the locker room, and you sit there, and then it hits you just like boom, that adrenaline drops, and it's the mother of all pains. So I respect that, but I think it's very fun to watch, and it's also very respectful. All the sort of martial art things I've been training, they've all been like, all the people have been very sort of respectful, nice to each other. And there are more injuries in soccer than it is in martial arts. Maybe not when you're in the UFC league, but you know, it's not very dangerous. And it's also, it's a sport that is, to me, it's equally fun to watch girls and men. Like, there are some badass women out there. I remember I saw like a UFC match with what's her name? Fashaan. Paige Fashaan. Is that what she's called? She'd broken her arm in the fight and still kept like fighting while the other girl was like triangle choking her. She was standing up with a broken arm. Jesus Christ. That is some badass behavior. But I do not condone the violence, people. I'm not condoning. So we can do that one, right? Yeah. The jacuzzi streams were a bit too strong. What do you mean? My physio today, I think I may have fractured my foot from swimming. Oh. If you had to choose, would you prefer to watch men or women? I don't. The genders doesn't really matter. I think it's nice when you know the athletes to some extent, and so you know what they're capable of. And of course, it's kind of fun to watch like sort of flashy fighters. If they're flashy and good, like when you see Conor McGregor and people like that who can do awesome spins. Some fighters who have some sort of personality is kind of nice. But yeah, I enjoy. I don't watch a lot of it because it's always like in the middle of the night and stuff like that. But is this your favorite game? I mean, this has become sort of a... This isn't a game, it's a lifestyle, you know? No, but I have played this game a lot, and yes, I think there's something very soothing and meditative about playing this game. The fact that it's very boring is kind of what I what intrigues me about it. In a busy day, just like shutting everything off and farming for a couple of hours that's my jam. I like that. There are other games, you know, but nowadays I don't play games anymore. I don't have time to do that. So this is the game that I tend to play. But now now that I'm streaming, it's if that was an answer. It's sad how McGregor fell off. He used to be great both in terms of fighting skill and personality. Now it's just deranged. Yeah, that happens to a lot of people. I don't know. I thought he was just brilliant. And because you had like Khabib and McGregor, and Khabib is obviously, I would put my money on Khabib every day of the week. But it's kind of boring to see him just like grappling people up against the cage and stuff like that. I think it's more fun with someone who goes in there and does spinning heel kicks and whatnot. My first MMA instructor, like he was a taekwondo guy, had amazing kicks. He was from Vietnam. And I've always been envious of the kicks. I'm the least flexible guy in the history of martial arts, so I can kick to the knee height. But you know, I can still do a lot of damage. But don't you ever get pleasure from fighting with like your siblings? Nah, not really. I haven't really fought my siblings much, or you know, I've dragged Bjarte along for all the martial arts stuff, or not all of it, but I've tried to get him. He's joining me for the workout tomorrow, and he kind of loves it, but he never goes full anything. So, but he's a good fighter in the sense that he punches hard. He punches really hard, and we used to do a good deal of jiu-jitsu, the two of us together, which was fun. So in that sense I fought him, but we've never been fighting like, we don't even argue. It's a bit boring, but hasn't never been a thing. And no fighting. I don't know why. It's really weird. Yeah, no, as kids, we never fought. I remember there was one time in Africa on New Year's Eve where there was some sort of a thing between me and Vegard, and he sort of scratched my back with his nail. And that's like the one time there was ever anything physical. He would do like, "Ouch," and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I don't know. 6,300. That's a lot of work for 6,300. Jesus Christ, guys. What is this thing? Is this something we can do anything with? It's a ramp. It's a shtick. Nah, probably not. It looks kind of cute. Someone has been sitting there modeling this thing in 3D and just going like, no one's going to use this for anything. Most people won't ever see it because it's behind a huge concrete silo. But let's give it some attention here, people. This section of the stream is dedicated to the artist who modeled this part of Riverbend Springs in Giants Farming Simulator 25. We see you. We see the work you put into it. Let's check out the texture here for a moment. How repetitive is it? Like we see small dots, a longer one, and then big blood. And then we go back. Do we see small dots? No, we don't. See, it's not very repetitive. I don't know if it's repetitive at all. Amazing texture. We really appreciate that, man. Whoever you are, or woman, of course. So that's awesome. Really enjoy the pillars coming out of water like that. Is it wood? It sure looks like wood. Could have dropped the nails in the middle here, but didn't. We appreciate that, because there would obviously have been some nails in a wooden structure like that, and that's awesome. There's some sort of an antenna or something going on there. Look at the lights. Damn. So this is good. And there's a little, you see the differences here? Now it's kind of synchronized. Okay, let's go out on the limb here. Is it possible to walk on the thing underneath? Let's check that out, because there's some sort of bridge contraption here. Now, there's a ramp for sure. And again, the texture does not come off as very repetitive. It's beautiful. We got two cones here. Let's see the angling of the cones. Is it the same angle? I don't think it is. No, it's not. So it has been rotated differently. It's not just a copy-paste situation. One is closer than the other. And again, beautiful textures here. Appreciate that, and appreciate this one. And then there's a little piece of rope underneath here. Why was that put there? In any case, we see you. You did put that rope there. This is a 3D guy or girl who could easily have said, like, you know what? It's dinner time. I'm going home. But no. Fucking gave us a rope. And we see you and we appreciate you. There's obviously something. Yeah, there's a tube going into the silo somehow. Now, this was very much fun. Yes, they made it walkable, so we're walking it. Structure here looks very well founded, and the wiring, see how the wires are attached with like a sort of a joint attachment thing right there, instead of just like having the wire go straight into the beam like that. I appreciate that as well. Very nice. Here, I think the attachments here also look good. The rust is beautiful. The cross bearing technique here, very, very good. And then we keep walking. I love the, I wouldn't say texture, but sort of the type of thing you're walking on. We got ourselves a life-saving device right here. Could have had a rope attached to it. Like, if you're doing the rope under the ramp, why are you not doing rope? Because you think they're just like throwing this one out and then missing and then be like, oh, well, whatever, you should swim over to it. No, there would definitely be some sort of rope. So that's a, oh, there's a door here. Oh my god, the chair and the door. I mean, we see you. You can't sit in this game, which kind of sucks, but you know, that's all right. You can sit here and you can enjoy the view. Look at this. Looks pretty neat. That thing. Oh, there's a lamp. You know, didn't have to add that one, but did. A little bit of extra rust here. So all in all, very, very good. I can, of course, I could jump from it, but that, yeah, I can jump from it. Can I jump from it? Then at least we're jumping from the tip of the top. Apparently not. Apparently not. It could be fun with a trail bike here. Do you think we could cross over? I don't think so. Oh, it's a beautiful dive situation right there. If we could dive. Oj, oj, oj. Screenshot. Ah. My God. Can't zoom further out. That's interesting. Ah, this is beautiful. It's not a diving simulator. So. Thanks Trids Boob. Huh? Banger translist them. You bangers. You're damn right, brother. It's banger on banger. Okay, so we had that little adventure and it would forever be stuck in our memory as something we did together. Now, back to reality. There, oops, there goes reality. Oi, there goes reality. Oi, there goes my reality. I wanna know. I want to know, and I got to know that we're out of food, but we also need straw for this place. So why don't we just give them some straw and some food? You know. Tractor is fucking smoking, and it got, you see on the hood here, we got some lightning thing going on here. Yeah, we paid top dollar for that. Top dollar. Was there ever an update about the song you made with the Norwegian Thunder Boys? No, we left it there. I got tons of songs like that, half-made songs. It had some moments in there. Life's too short, man. I want to do all sorts of things, and you just like can't do them all. But it was a fun stream, so should go back and finish it. Maybe we'll do that. I'll talk to the guys, see if they're up for it. Oh. Did I ever mention that this stream is brought to you by Felleskjøpet, our sponsor from Norway, but they are also available for sale from the outside of Norway, I think, at least. Go check out yourself, da vel, on felleskjøpet.no, or everything you need for the farm, but also for life in general. And chat, give me one thing you can buy on Felleskjøpet that is not farm related. I challenge you. The best one gets nothing, but you get creds. You get farming sim creds. We got the good ones coming in here. Katteleker, brus, hundefôr, hundefør, private concerts, skibbidi bibbidi babbidi 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 bom. And yesterday I had a meeting here with Carl Fredrik Hellevang Larsen, and I could offer him from my Felleskjøpet kjøleskap little bit of a pølsesnabb from Felleskjøpet. Have a beautiful pølsesnabb as well, and some slåttebrus, and some good alcohol-free øl. They have got it all. Do you think that we unload the straw over on the slurry side? Because I don't think we unload it in here. I was wrong. Dump that straw. Dump that straw. I said dump that straw. Do you agree?
Dump that straw. I said dump that straw. I said dump that straw. Dump that straw. I said dump that straw. Dump that straw. I said dump that straw. Dump that straw. Everybody got dump that straw. Dump that straw. Dump that straw. Dump that straw. I'm done. Dump that straw. Dump that straw. Just dump that straw. Just dump that straw, man. Dump that straw, baby. Dump that straw. Come on and dump that straw, baby. Dump it up now. Dump it up now. Everybody knows what I like to dump that straw into the cows. Motherfucker, you like it when I dump the straw. You know I like it. You know I like it, baby, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I dump the straw. Dump the straw. Dump the straw. Dump the straw. I dump the straw. Dump the straw. I dump the straw. And if you don't think that was enough, I'm dumping that straw and now I'm getting some more. What? You're getting some more? Yeah, I'm getting some more because I really, really like it when I dump that straw. Come on, dump that straw. Come on, dump that straw. And every dump that straw. Can't hear you dump that straw. Everybody now, come on and dump that straw. Dump. Dump. Everybody go dump. Dump. I can't hear you dump. Dump. I can't hear you now. Dump. 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 Dump that straw, motherfucker. Dump that fucking straw. I got to dump, motherfucker. that motherfucker. You fucking straw, motherfucker. Do you dump that straw? Hey, you, who are you, Mr. Man over there? Mr. Man, I like it when you jump it like that, motherfucker.
So that's how we made the viral classic hit Dump That Straw. Fucking dump that straw. I can't hear you. Oh my god. It is indeed like watching Mona Lisa get painted. It is indeed. And you get to be the first ones. People will be like, what was it like to be there? You didn't just watch the VODs, you were actually there. I was like, yeah, it was amazing, man. We were basically just, we thought it was like any other stream, but then all of a sudden out of nowhere we did Dump That Straw, and I just connected with it so well, just like right out the gate, and I felt like, oh my god, of course, because it's literal, but it's also metaphorically speaking, like we're all dumping straws, you know what I mean? I was there when he dumped the first straws. I think that he dumped the straw. Oh my lord. Speaking of bitch, did we ever harvest his corn? I think we did. Motherfucker. They never stick around for long. I had hopes for that kid, because he enjoyed it, but no. No. Not only would he fucking stand me up, but he went creating a podcast with my brother. Money all gets to them all in the end. They whore themselves out. Fucking prostitutes, that's what they are.
Where were you when Fashaan dumped the straw?
Oh, it's itching in my t-shirt finger, huh? Let's fucking get a merch going. If I create merch from the stream, who will buy? Should we do it? I don't know, man. Could do it. Get some hoodies. Hoodie. Bugga digga digga boom boom. Because I got some contacts. I've got factories. I know who to talk to. I can tell you that much. The only thing I don't know how to do is the international shipping, but I'm sure we could get that fixed. I just remember talking to Mr. Average Jonas, and he said, don't start the fucking merch game because it's a shit show, and then people complain, and then they send back the stuff, and the sizes are wrong, and then now you got a store to attend to, and I'm like, yeah, I get that, but you know. Nah, it's also kind of fun. Mr. Jonas, he's gonna stream Valorant again on his birthday. Who would have thought? For those of you who have followed his journey, was a Valorant player, and an eager one and a good one, and then he just started hating life, or at least hating playing Valorant, and stopped. And people have been begging him ever since to return to Valorant, and he has remained unmovable, immovable until now. I've never played Valorant, so I don't know what the fuck it's all about. What the fuck? Why can't I? You know what I want to do? Is it true that I can't drop that straw? Did it fill like exactly to the brim with the last load? Jesus, no one can take. Yeah, 38,000 liters. God damn it. Look at all the slurry. That's good, I suppose. We can fertilize with that now. Okay. Fuck you then. We need to bring them some food. How much is the clock time? Oh my god, it's a lot. And I'm going fighting. Okay, you know what? Fuck the cows. I'm gonna have to call it a night, but we'll be back Tuesday. Feed the cows then. Can't believe the straw. That was stupid. Okay, whatever. Whatever then. Okay, people. I think that we will call it day and then be back on fucking Tuesday. I think we're good on Tuesday. Yes, we are. And it was good to be back. I've missed you all. No, that's not true. It's important to be honest. I haven't missed you. That would be weird. Going through summer and be like, where? I can't believe I can't talk to the guys anymore. That would make me really weird. But that said, it was nice to be back. And it's nice to talk to you all again. And we'll be back on Tuesday. And by then, maybe get the fire thing going. Fire trucks. I guess that's kind of fun. I guess we need to set shit on fire then. Hey, we do have some animals here. I'm kind of forgetting. I think we probably have some mouths to feed. There's a lot of stuff going on this farm. I like it in the dusk. Oh, we got milk. We got ourselves some buffalo milk. No, I mean sheep's milk. Or is it goat? Are these the goats? I don't know. They have a lot of food, so that's good. These are sheep. Okay. So we're getting milk here. Cool. Okay. Hey, people and gentlemen, thank you so much. We were gonna do next Tuesday. We're gonna do unboxing from Fellas Shopet, and we're going to do some fire brigade business, and then we are also gonna do some dumping of straws, because from now on we're always doing that. Okay, and then we're also doing feeding the cows. Okay, another plan. Remember that for me. I forget these things, so you need to remind me of all these things. Thank you so much for playing along. Be sure to give someone a hug, because the world is a rough place and everyone needs it every now and then. All right. Thank you a lot for joining. And here comes the -11 decibel super ending music. Ciao, bellas and bellos.